What's going on, everybody? How's my audio? New setup, new rig, the whole bit. So let me know what you guys think here. We are, of course, waiting for the unpacking. It just started happening. They were a little bit late, but I thought I would start. I thought I'd start on time today, and we could sit here and chat a little bit about Dead Space. So I'm going to come clean. Dead Space is sort of a new property for me. I don't know why I didn't play the originals that were so well reviewed, but I did play the Wii version, which I understand has absolutely really nothing to do with the original series. So when I saw this was available, and I know a lot of people were excited about maybe getting into it, then I thought, hey, why not? Let's grab it. I don't own the original. I don't own number two, which I got for free with this pre-order of Dead Space 2023. So hey, it seemed like a good thing to do, and I know a bunch of folks were interested in seeing it played on the Steam Deck. Early reviews have not been kind regarding the Steam Deck, so we'll look at it together. We'll see how it goes. Got to get someone in the chat to let me know everything looks okay. Visually, my audio's okay. Like I said, I'm setting up a little something different this time, so I want to make sure that all is well. And I do have a cat on my lap. You can't see the cat, but I assure you I look like a Bond villain at this point. But she doesn't take no for an answer, so. Hey now, Alex, welcome. Lee is here. Womprats is here. Who else is in the chat? Let me scroll back here. Oh, nobody else so far. I did turn on subscriber only. I thought that was kind of prudent. I didn't want to get hit with a whole bunch of advertising bots and stuff like that. Not that I'm any sort of big channel or anything, but you know, let's try to keep it as clean as possible. Thanks for joining, Alex. Yeah. If you wanna go check out Chris, hey Womprats, post a link to your Dead Space OG video, would you? I mean, we've got a few minutes while it's unpacking, and maybe folks would like to take a look at that while we're waiting. So yeah. Anyway, I'm excited. Let me kick this cat off my lap. Get out of here. Okay, no more cat. Ah. I'm sure there'll be barking dogs, cats, all sorts of interesting things during the live stream. I mean, you would come to expect that. Hey Alex, give me an audio check here. We am I coming in clear, mother? So anyway, yeah, early reviews have not been super positive. Again, we don't know what Valve may have up their sleeve. Day one patch, maybe from EA, maybe custom Proton stuff. We don't know. So I'm hoping that the early reviews are just. Sorry, I'm checking out the chat. AC, hello, welcome, sir, or ma'am. Hello, hello. Thanks for joining. Just waiting and waiting and waiting. I was hoping if I made the live stream for 9:15, I'd have 15 minutes for this unpacking to happen. But it wasn't until just a few minutes ago that the unpacking began. So what can we do? Hey, Hum Dude, welcome. Longtime fan of the Monroe World universe, cinematic universe, and audiomatic universe, audiophile universe, whatever. Anywho, thanks everybody for joining. Those of you who are not on the chat, who are maybe not subscribers, maybe a good time to subscribe. In 5 minutes, you'll be able to chat. Yeah, we're going to check this out, and hopefully it's not a complete cluster because I would actually like to see this game. I mean, again, as I mentioned, for those of you who are new, I'm not familiar too much with the OG Dead Space games. I played on the Wii, the Extraction, which I liked a lot. I thought it was really well done, and I thought, EA was one of the few companies that were actually trying to do something rather interesting with the Wii's hardware. How do people play Steam Deck without getting a neck ache? I don't have that problem. Occasionally, holding the deck up like this can cause, some strain on the arms and the wrists, but Honestly, I sit on the couch and I prop a pillow up on my chest and I just lay the deck on there, all the weight's taken off, and then I'm just doing this. So keeping an eye on the chat, keeping an eye on the unpacking. Yeah, Dude. It's apparently it early beta testers and testers of the product didn't seem to have a very good experience with the Steam Deck on Dead Space. So we'll have to see how it goes. You guys hear the beep? I had some problem with the last chat of the last live stream of not being able to hear the Steam Deck's audio output. I think I've got that all fixed, but if somebody wants to confirm. Yeah, AC. I'm not surprised that JSOX or one of these other companies aren't going to actually come out with something that fits on your chest that you could just sort of drop the deck onto. I mean, I use a pillow, but I mean, come on. I mean, the market is ripe for practically useless third-party accessories for the Steam Deck. So, let's get busy on that, right? You know, the other thing too, where's my golden one that I can actually use to show you? I've got everything's all locked up in my my dock right now, so where's my golden one? I can kind of show you a couple of things while we're waiting. Let me see here. Where is it? Total mess back here. Oh, there it is. Eh, that off of here. So, longtime friend of the show, Javier Lopez, made me a 3D printed version of a Steam Deck before we could actually get our hands on one. I'm a little tiny YouTuber guy. I don't get access to anything cool or fun or new. So he sent me one that was built off of the released schematics from Valve, and so I was able to get one of these early on, so I could kind of feel, what the ergonomics was. And once I actually had this thing in my hand, I knew right then and there that this was going to be comfortable and a hit. So what I ended up doing, if you saw that earlier video, I strapped the exact amount of weight of rocks on the back of this thing to get a feel for the heaviness. This is what YouTubers do that aren't sponsored. We have to do all sorts of nonsense like 3D print this stuff. But yeah, so one of the things I was gonna help you with, AC, was I hold this like three different ways in order to avoid um, arm fatigue, right? So there's one way to hold it where you kind of hold it here with sort of these the balls of your hands, right? And so if you're pinching it like this, I know this looks totally creepy, but if you're pinching it like this, there's a different set of muscles being used in your arm than if you hold it down here with your palms like this and the weight's being pulled. So I kind of move between pinching and resting, and then I also use the pillow, like I said. So anyway, we're almost unpacked. But yeah, that's just a little couple of ergonomic tricks and tips there for you. We have 47 concurrent viewers. Thank you, everyone, so much for coming. I hope this isn't a huge disappointment. I hope this game actually will run and we can get some useful data out of this, and people aren't going to be too disappointed. I actually took a couple hours off of work because I thought this would be a really fun thing to do for the viewers, and again, Dead Space is sort of a new Dead Space is sort of a new property to me. I keep calling it Deep Space. I don't know why. But Dead Space is a new property to me, so I'm kind of excited to get into it sort of for the first time, and if you don't count Extinction, of course, on the Wii. Chat's really quiet. I must not have that many subscribers that are watching. That's okay. That's okay. You don't have to subscribe to watch. I'm hoping that this offers some more value for the channel. So, okay. Come on, we're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there. How's audio? Audio good? Yeah, you're just here for the unpacking. Thanks, Cat in the Hat. You should have been here for the Forspoken one. We got to do the additional downloading and decrypting on that one. Verge saying it can't play on SD, but other sites say it can. Hopefully it works for you. Yeah, me too. Hopefully Steam Deck is fully working for the amazing game. Good stuff. Haven't used my deck as much as I should have. Internal storage. This is going... I believe I put this on internal. I try to do that with these games that I want to show off. I put them on internal storage. But I also have an extreme class SD card. So I have, in my testing, I have found that the extreme card versus the internal SSD is very comparable within a couple of seconds of each other. But it is important to note I do have a Sabrent Rocket 1 terabyte in here, which is definitely better spec'd than the OG drives that were put in here. So I apologize for a slight deviation from the Joe Everyman configuration of the Steam Deck. Audio's good. Thank you. Thank you. Can you guys hear the? Oops. Oh, great. Can you guys hear the beeps of the deck? I just want to make sure. Like I said, I had some audio problems last time. New subscriber, Original Gaming. The Verge said it does not work. PC Gamer says it does. Yeah, and that's, to me, that's why I think these sort of like live unboxing things are important, right? Because there's so much mixed information out there, right? You go search Reddit, you get 10 different answers. You go search Google, you get 10 different answers. You know, and I know people are trying to come up with some sort of a methodology of standardizing settings and things like that, but personal preference takes a lot of toll on that. Okay, I think we're done with this gabbing. We are ready to go. Let's see what happens. We're going to do our first time install. I love capturing first time installs. 2 reasons. One, you get an opportunity to see what sort of nonsense that Valve may be doing in the background, what sort of redistributables or extras that they're doing. If they're installing this launcher or that launcher. Oh, look at that. It's actually building shaders. That's fantastic. Listen, we will sit here and chat, and we will enjoy letting it build shaders. Listen, if it makes the gameplay smoother by building shaders, take your time. Let's see. Catching up on the chat. Nice to have this on while I work. A lot of people said there was no reason to tune into this because they already bought it or whatever on Reddit. Reddit's a cruel place. But it's like, yeah, but people are sitting at work without their decks, and they've got the game, but they're not going to get to play it until they get home. And so I'm a couple hours behind the East Coast, so you're probably sitting on your lunch hour. You can just pop in and see how it works and maybe get a little head start for the afternoon. So I'm excited to be able to, provide this, and I have the time off at work that I could take for this and be legit. So we're still building shaders. We're going to happily let it do so. We'll see what happens. YouTube is begging me to give you a commercial. Guess what? Not going to happen. Boop, close. This would be a good time to put an ad. Nope, no ad. Not here. If the folks like it, they can find another way to compensate me. No ad. At least not now. You guys might get it if you're catching the replay. I can't help you there. That's YouTube's business. Well, mine too, but do you say that Cobra? Qobra? Quobra? Quobra? I kind of like that. This is cool. 78 viewers. Welcome everybody. So if you're brand new, you just got in the live stream here. The game just finished unpacking. It's building shaders. I wish there was some indicator that it was actually almost done building shaders, but we're going to let it sit here and run until it's done. This is Dead Space 2023 that we're looking at, just released 15 minutes ago. And you're probably here to see how it runs on Steam Deck, and that's what we're all here for. So we're going to sit here and let it build shaders. There's a lot of conflicting information out there, right? Does it work? Does it not work? Does it work well? Does it work like crap? We'll see. Yeah, that's what I thought, EC. Building shaders to me is a win. A lot of people don't look at it that way, but I've played enough games without shaders. I want every game to build shaders before I get in there. The recent Digital Foundry on the Steam Deck. I believe so. Is that the one where they looked at like a bunch of games that are horribly PC optimized already? Is that one? Because I was pissy. Original Gaming. If game does not work now, it will. Sure. Verge, I don't hold in high regard. I saw someone already had it playing on the deck. Yeah. Listen, people are playing it on the deck. There's a way to make it happen. Is it going to require some weird version of Proton or something? Don't know. Any Critical Drinker fans out there? Don't know. Love it. I know Chris is a fan. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so listen, for those of you, while we're sitting here, right, we have nothing better to do while we're waiting for shaders. So I've spent about 6 hours in that Forspoken game that I did the live stream on, and um, it gets better, but I cannot believe that they charge $70 for that game. I can't believe it. The redeeming factor of the game, for those of you who are curious, I'll probably end up doing a full review of it at some point, but essentially the dialogue's terrible, the writing is bad, the storyline is completely uninteresting. Oh, wait a minute. Building shader stopped. Did we lock up? Did we hang? Nope. I still saw the wheel spin a little bit. No, we're not going to touch it. We're going to let it sit here. Thoughts on Digital Foundry video? Yeah, listen, when the Digital Foundry does a video of PC games on the Steam Deck that aren't known to be absolute crap, like Gotham Knights, we know Gotham Knights sucks on the PC. You can have a 4080 and it still sucks, right? That's not what you want to bench Steam Deck. I love Digital Foundry. I'm not trying to diss on them. I love Digital Foundry. I watch all their videos. I'm just saying that if you're going to show how the Steam Deck's longevity in the future is, you don't pick a whole bunch of really, really crappily optimized PC games. That's all I'm saying. All right, here we go. Listen, do we want to read this? Because this could be fun. We could actually do a whole video on just the nonsense that EA has in here. We collect data from you, blah, blah, blah. Boy, oh boy, it's amazing what it requires to actually play a game these days. I don't remember that when I was playing Legacy of the Ancients on the Commodore 64. All right, that's enough. Look at this. Game is developed for SSDs. Players using HDDs may encounter errors. So there you go. Optimized for deck already. Callisto had its issues when it came out on Steam Deck. I have a feeling this game will be similar. After some time, game will be playable. Epilepsy warning, content warning. Ooh, depictions of dismemberment, impalement, blood, gore, vomit, and death. I like how they had to put vomit in there. I think that's funny. Okay, so somebody did mention that title screen lockup was not unheard of, but so far it's chugging, but it's slow. We're going to sit here and just let it chew. This is the time that a hard drive activity light would be useful, but we're going to sit here and wait and see what happens. Worst case, I'll flip over to a GE Proton and we'll try it from there. Yeah, Samsung SSD only for Forspoken. That's right. So this is not looking good at all. We are definitely hung here. No buttons work. Not a good sign. Not a good sign at all. Oh, wait a minute. Just have to wait. See, people just need to be patient. So maybe what the problem here is some sort of a codec playback problem. Who knows? But you know what? I am not going to be impatient. You guys are all here. I'm in good company. I am with friends and fans, so I'm here for the long haul. We're going to see if once it gets through this stupid intro, life is good. Now, we know that GE Proton fixes many games that have audio-video playback problems, so that may be what we have here. But we're going to sit here and let it see if it'll finish. My guess is that once it gets through all this and we're actually in engine somewhere, we'll be fine. But yeah, this is what we need to know, right? This is why you're here, to see what we can do with this, what we need to do, what we can do. Okay. We might have to... Oh, wait a minute. I still see... There we go. It's so funny. I'm dying to know what they're using to play this intro movie back, because whatever it is, it sucks. All right, here we go. All right. Patience. Okay. Initial settings. Let's see. Menu narration. No. Voice English. Subtitles. Yes. Difficulty. Invert Y. Thank you. I want that first thing out of the box. Thank you. Show content warning. No. More settings. Yeah, let's check it out. Controls, gameplay, display and graphics. Probably need to look in display and graphics. Motion blur, film grain. Yeah, I have a feeling. It doesn't say there's any. Let's see. Dynamic scaling. FSR2, good. Balanced. Auto. Listen, I'm going to leave everything standard. I'm not touching anything. We're going to just see what it works like out of the box. Full screen, 720, 60, VSync on. All right, all right. This is cool. This is cool. Check out the chat real quick. Imperial HSU, thanks for doing this real time. You're welcome. Super cool stream concept. Thanks for that. You bet. All right. So I think we're good there. I think this is it. Let's do it. Come on. Brightness. So the image on the left. I don't even see an image on the left. Oh, wait a minute. There it is. Oops. All right. Well, there you go. Oh, dang it. All right. Sweet. Blood green or red. That's awesome. Thank you, Chris. This is not the SNES version of Mortal Kombat. Okay. Very excited. I'm very excited now. This video's playing back okay. Well, kind of 20 FPS.
I'm sorry about everything.
I'm sorry that your voice is stuttering.
It's all falling apart here. I can't believe what's happening.
I can.
Strange. Such a little thing.
That's her? Nicole?
Yeah. First I've heard from her in weeks.
We're 5 minutes out. You still got that thing on repeat? Guess you really miss her.
Ishimura is not a job you turn down, but 6 months apart with only vid calls? It's rough. Easy to say the wrong thing.
I don't blame you. I'd listen to my girlfriend over Hammond reciting security protocols.
Forewarned is forearmed, Miss Daniels.
So you keep saying.
Here we go. Nice clean re-entry.
Giggity.
Maybe just 7.
Imagine 6 months staring at that chunk of rock.
This definitely looks pre-rendered, right? It's really hard for me to tell. It looks pre-rendered. If it's engine, then we're in deep crap because we're not getting good performance here. But if it's pre-rendered, we'll have to give it a break.
There. Confirming visual contact with USG Ishimura.
What a beauty. Biggest planet cracker in her class, you know. And it looks like
Sorry for those of you who don't like watching cinematics. I'm just going to let this play.
We should be able to see her running lights.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to knock the settings down once we actually get into something interactive, Chris.
Just be careful on the approach. I'm not taking any chances with the CEC's pride and joy.
No chances, huh? Is that why you were digging into my personnel files before we left?
You check your file access?
You're lucky we weren't looking at your OnlyFans Instagram, honey.
I ran standard CEC background checks, Miss Daniels. If you want to work in the big leagues, you have to play ball.
Sir, we're inhaling range. USG Ishimura. This is
That's a good point. Maybe I should open up the performance overlay, huh? There we go.
Ishimura.
It's not like there's anything interesting happening in that corner anyway.
You ever hear of a full communications bug? I don't know these things.
Never. Come on.
Yeah,
Someone
24
put the damn
FPS, perfect for cutscenes. That's what I was thinking too. That's why I want to wait before we start monkeying with anything. I want to wait until we actually get into something
Some of their
interactive.
communication array is busted. Maybe a broken encoder. Daniels and I can handle
Maybe it's your
it in 48
dishwasher
hours
detergent.
max.
Hey, that gives you plenty of time to catch up with Nicole.
Yeah, I hope so.
Jen, Johnson.
This
take
spaceship's a
seat.
rockin', don't come a knockin'.
Gravity
Oops,
settings
there it goes.
finished. Automated docking. Let's go.
Losing control.
Oh, we just lost frame rate. Maybe this is in engine, then we're really screwed.
We're on course.
Daniels!
Guidance system override isn't responding.
Shit, we're coming in too hot. It's gonna smash us into the hull. Check. Aim for that emergency stabilizer. There, the blue light.
There's a sale at Kmart. Okay. Holding strong, holding strong. Yeah, I think it's in engine too. Hey, Justice, we don't know yet. We just got started. It didn't start unlocking until 9:15 my time, and then And then we've been watching cinematics, so we don't know.
Everyone okay?
It could be, there could be some drive loading going on too. It looks like a lot of, like that point in time, I would have expected there to be loading the next area. So even though we do have SSD in here and it's a Sabrent, we still may be seeing storage access issues. We should probably verify that I actually was smart and put it on the internal SSD and not the external SD card. Let's just hang out here for a minute. We know it'll eventually catch up. Other reviewers were so in a hurry to dismiss that the game wouldn't run at all because it locked up at the EA logo, but it didn't lock up. It was just taking its time. All right, come on, catch up. We're gonna have to go in and start playing with settings soon, I think.
Hey, Johnston. You alright?
Nope, I'm frozen. Okay, come on. I have faith it's gonna work. Let's go. Yeah, nothing I can do about that, Chris. The battery, I'm sure, is going to be chewed down like crazy. I see a pretty good spread across the CPUs, though. I mean, that's kind of nice. The threading looks pretty good. Am I actually supposed to be live here? I don't know. I mean, live in the game. I'm letting it wait here for just another moment. I just want to make sure that we're actually interactive before we start monkeying with settings.
It's my ankle. Might be broken.
We'll stand up on it. We'll check it out. Okay, let me see if... Oh, yep, we're live. Okay, here we go. All right.
But better than a broken neck. Or worse. Good call
Okay,
on the
we're 30
stabilizer.
right now, and we're live.
Always read the manual.
That's okay. Caching could definitely be part of the situation. Even though it was building shaders before, maybe it only built certain ones. Okay, I'm not actually doing anything important here. I'm just looking around. Thank God for invert Y, I'll tell you that. Okay, we've hung. Yeah, we enter a new place. It definitely has some load time scenarios there. Now, we're going to go back. We're going to do standard shader cache nonsense and see if we go back over if everything's nice and smooth. Has it jumped over 30? I don't think so. It's almost like it's locked into 30. Oh, nope, there's 34. Never mind. Okay. That film grain's almost making me mental. I mean, I get what they're going for. All right. I'm assuming I need to go down here. Okay. Nothing down here. Go down here. Magazine. Can we open this? Nope. Is there a run in here somewhere? Probably just don't have access to it yet. I mean, it's kind of holding up once it's all cached. I mean, so far I'm not completely disappointed. I mean, obviously the beginnings were a little rough. Very moody.
Hey, Isaac. Coming?
Let's see. Terrible laptop CPU.
Isaac,
Trying to
guess
pin
we
the
better
GPU
go.
clock. Alright. I mean, we're holding it like 30 FPS, so I mean, I'm not ready to go start twinking on things just yet. I want to get somewhere where I'm not being guided around on
At least we didn't
rails.
take out the sign.
Hey Chris, you've played this before prior to. How does this compare like visually? Like if we look up here, I mean this looks pretty good. The film grain thing is kind of making me mental. We might try turning that off, but how does this look visually speaking compared to the first one? Boy, it's got to be loads, right? Look at this. The loading time is nasty. The loading level issues or caching could be either way. We don't know yet. What we'll do is, if you guys want to hang out, we'll restart the game and we'll go over some of the areas again, like as soon as I get to the first save point, and we'll see if everything magically is smooth now, or if it's load time. That'll be what we need to know. Is it loading time, Or is it cache?
I can't reach security.
Same for the chief engineer. What is wrong with their comms?
It's been totally reskinned, Chris says. Nice. Be interesting to see this running on the deck via Windows. Oh, you mean like a Moonlight stream, Ling Ling? I could probably do that later. Okay. Oh, good. It's dark and scary in here. There we go. Loading or caches? Loading or caches? You decide. I wonder if the spike in a single CPU indicates a loading scenario. Alright, we're not going to read all that. You can pause the video later if you want. You know, if in battle it does that, it's going to suck.
Where's anybody?
I'm just walking around trying to cache stuff up.
No duty roster, no power to the elevator.
For God's sake. That security console's still working. Isaac, get a damage report. I'm done playing around.
I was running the PS3 version of it earlier. I guess I don't have to read the chat now. I've got it on the screen, right? Never mind. Sorry. Old habits die hard. Okay, press the locator.
Does anyone else
Activate
smell
the
that?
security console.
Something died in the air vents. Oh.
Follow the line now. Okay. Assuming it's over here.
Can you reroute power to the elevator?
Loading, loading, CPU spike. Let's see. GPU spike though. That could be caching shaders. All right, so let's do this. We're gonna wait for it to cache up here, and then we're gonna backtrack and come back in and see what we got. Yeah, there's the peak CPU that we saw earlier. More loading. What's funny is our FPS doesn't look like it's taking a hit. It's more a matter of whatever's going on, either caching or loading. Yeah, Chris, post your video in here, so the folks have an opportunity to go take a peek at what the original looked like. That'd be awesome. Yeah, this load time is bad. I mean, look at this. I mean, we're getting like 50 FPS. All right, so let's go back. Open. Let's go back to the other area. Yeah, this is all silky, friends. This, okay, so if it's a load scenario, we should see it happen again when we open the door, right? If it's a shader or caching scenario, it should hang again. Or shouldn't hang again. Yeah, I'm thinking we're talking about caches, folks. That's what I'm seeing here. Let me see here. Where are we going? Okay. Assume I can't get in there. Whoop. What do we got? Load damage report. Sure.
Oh God, that smell.
Yeah, smelling that too. I probably should have taken the trash out before the video.
Shit. It's not just comms or the guidance system. Half the Ishimura's in the red. Engines, hull, the trams.
Could do that kind of damage to a planet cracker.
Oh, it won't let you share a link, damn it. I probably can.
Ventilation's up. Power to the elevator shaft.
Hazardous anomaly detected. Quarantine activated.
Oh, good.
Another
I'm quarantined.
malfunction?
No. The quarantine systems are all fine.
Oh, wait, do you hear that?
Yeah, I hear it.
Yeah, man.
Take it easy.
Nice and smooth once everything loads and stuff. I'm just really curious to know. Oh, we're missing the fun. Get back over there. Open the window. Hey, my ex-wife got in here somehow. I told them to keep her out. Oh, finally. Better give me something to do here. Okay, hello? There we go. I should have made it lighter, you're right. Okay, new area it looks like. Loading or shader caching, you decide. I'm guessing shaders. Easy to prove, though. Is this an elevator? God, I hope so. There we go. Ripley, run! Nice. It's like Final Destination right there. That's 60 in the elevator, huh? Loading. I'm gonna check something real quick. Hold up. Where did I put it? Okay, it's on internal storage. Good. Just wanted to make sure. Man, the audio through the headphones is great. You can hear, like, I wonder if they worked on the audio too, because the spatials are really good. Creepy. Can't go in there. Okay, tell me where I need to go. Alright. I don't know if I'm allowed to do anything yet. Power. Get to safety. I can't. It wants me to go through the door. What am I missing? Am I just being dense here? I have only had 1 cup of coffee. Am I being stupid? Someone help me out here. Bernardo, we are using everything by default. I guess this is a good time. A lot of people have just joined. Let's go ahead and take a break and go back through our settings so people can see what's going on. We changed nothing. We've changed nothing in the settings. This is what it came out of the box. Everything is set as it was when we loaded it. We've not done anything to the settings. This is what the game recommended to us. And of course, let me see, hang on a second. And here is our other settings. So we didn't change anything. We've got a lot of room to play here. And again, I do not think that the graphic rendering is going to be the problem here. It's figuring out what that stuttering is going on. We need to find out if that's a loading issue or if it's shader caching. My money's on shaders. Ooh, plasma cutter. Where does he get those wonderful toys? Cut off their limbs. It's my kind of party. Scanning. What's in here? Anything? Can we do that? What's in with that? Nope. Alright. Run faster. Guess I can cut this or something? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, punch, foot stomp. Okay. Oh, there we go. Nice. Oh, did I just kill the guy? Sorry. Take that, Hirohito. Come on, go down. No one's as pretty as me. No one's as good a fighter as me. Okay. What do you mean reload? I didn't do anything. Okay. Hey, get off me. Alright. I'm actually paranoid going around the corner now. Which way should I go? Is there anything down here? Don't give me a way to go and then tell me not to go that way. I knew it. Dun, 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 dun. I think it's caching. I reloaded and got past the initial opening smoothly up to the crash, but froze once they left their seats. I don't have back buttons right now. I'm using the stupid Stadia controller. Trust me, I would be remounting everything, and I will once I get back to the deck. You've got mail.
Security request retrieved.
It didn't die. We shot that fucker right between the eyes, and it didn't die. Smith had to shoot its fucking arms.
Not everyone keeps their genitals in the same place. Okay. Shoot the limbs. I didn't even know I was actually shooting. I thought I was doing melee. Like that. Ah, there we go. Okay. You know, they could have said that instead of me having to melee that guy to death. Sure. So, according to the other folks in the chat, it's caching, it sounds like, which means even more than probably any other game to date, sharing a community cache, shader cache, is going to be paramount to getting this game to be excellent for a first-time run. So far, I'm not displeased enough to be uptight.
Isaac. Oh my God, Isaac. You made it.
They're everywhere. Shen, is he,
He's gone. Nothing I can do. What the fuck are these things?
The ones I saw, some of them were wearing Ishimura uniforms.
They're the crew? How the hell can they be the crew? Look at them.
We need to
They
get to
had the
bridge.
pasta for lunch.
There's
What else?
1,000 people on board. Be there.
We can't. The tram system's wrecked. Everything's locked down because of the quarantine.
And you're both repair techs, so how do we do this?
Ooh, save station. Nice.
There's a broken tram car blocking the tunnel. It's gridlocked the system. And the data
Oh,
boards
so you can
were
go
down.
ghetto style. Nice.
I can't lift the lockdown or call the tram until we get a
I'm like
spare
A1A
system in
now.
Spain.
Bye.
But it's all on Isaac's side of the quarantine.
I'll handle it. Just make sure there's power to the repair systems.
And Isaac,
Yeah?
I'm sure Nicole's okay. She's a doctor, right? She'll do the smart thing.
Yeah.
You know, your video's in front of me getting stuff done here.
Find somewhere safe. I'll be back soon.
Thank you. All right. Okay. Yes, please. All right, so here's what we need to do. We need to go back in here. Here's what we need to do. We need to exit. You know, we're going to exit it all the way out. We're going to go back in, and we're going to traverse the same areas we traversed before. If everything is silky smooth, we know it's shaders. If it's not, we know it's load time. Yeah, I don't know why Chris wants me to constantly change the settings. The settings are fine for the visuals. I really think that that's not the problem. The problem is something in caching, either disk or shaders, and we're going to find out in just a minute. The real question is, how will the intro load? Will the intro load fast now? Was that needing to be cached too? Oh, look, I don't have to read through the EULA again. How nice. Very generous of them. Yeah, look at that. It's completely different now. Anybody who was at the beginning of this saw how terrible that intro was, and check this out. Unbelievable. The problem is, let's just do a continue and see what happens. That was cool. It's like the continue was already there waiting. Look at this. Nice and silky. Easy 40-40 here is what I'm thinking, boys. It's sustaining 45 now that we've cashed up. I mean, the worst, it's going down to 45. This is very, very good. That means we could go 40-40, save a little battery, make sure everything's smooth. It's all shaders. All shaders. All right, what do we got to do next here? Unlock. No new area move yet. We're still in the same area, apparently. No power. Dismembering enemy limbs. Cut off limbs to kill enemies quickly. Hello? Anybody there? Okay, here we go. We just had a load hit. Right, move, run. Back up. One. Two. Oh. I thought I'd have more time to work on getting the limbs down. Just so we're clear, before you guys say I suck, I'm using a completely different controller than I normally use. You guys know how it is with analog throws and all that other stuff. I beg of you. circuit breaker. Oh, it's one of these puzzles, huh? Okay, well, we'll assume that it's number 2 since 1 was the default. Come on! Put 'em up, put 'em up. Somebody back there? Oh. Republic credits? I hear it. What do you guys think? I'm thinking, whoop, hello. Ah, see, you're trying to make me waste ammo. I see what you're up to. I got your number. Security clearance. Whatever. You know what? I don't know if there's anything for us to do here. I mean, in terms of monkeying with settings and stuff, I think what's here is what we should be using. I mean, other than maybe locking it to 4040 and dealing with shaders. What do you guys think? It seems smoother now after the reboot. You know what? Hang on a second. So, Chris just said in the channel it seems smoother after the reboot. The Forspoken stuff that we did the other day was the same way. When we initially went through the game, even though it looked like it was building shaders, we didn't see any sort of benefit until after we exited and went back in, and then suddenly the game smoothed up. Now, I am no expert in game development by any means, but I think what we may be seeing are shader caches happening, but the shader caches load at the beginning of each level. So maybe you don't see them until you exit and come back in, and then the shader catches up. I don't know. Maybe somebody smarter than me. Start from the beginning. Yes, I agree. We need to go back over the areas that we were already at, and I realize that people don't want to see the same crap over and over again, but this is the only way we're going to know for sure, right? I think many of you who have tuned in probably have already seen what you want to see, or we've already covered it. But I can tell you right now, it's definitely running better than it did initially. With these menus and all this other stuff, I don't even think we got to see this during the first load because it was all stuttery. So let's see what happens going back through. I mean, we're talking 30 to 40 and then higher. So, yeah, I'm not disappointed, to be honest. The caches will come either through the community or through Valve.
Oh, I wish I could talk to you.
It's a little better, right? For those of you who were here earlier.
Oh, I just wish I could talk to someone.
This is not revolutionarily, revolution. It's not a revolution. It's not. Well, maybe. I guess it is better. What do you guys think? Still impressive the deck can play this. And that's my point. The deck gets dismissed as not playing AAA games. Is this a AAA game? Yeah. Don't know.
First deferred for her in weeks.
This is definitely smoother than it was before. So in-game engine, shaders, not a loading problem, which is, to be honest, the loading thing is there's nothing you can do about it, right? Shader caches, we can do something about that. As a community, as a gamer, as a player, we can do something about shader caches. We can't do anything about poor loading time.
So you keep saying.
Here we go. Nice clean re-entry.
Yeah, we're definitely in better shape here.
Imagine 6 months staring at that chunk of rock.
I wonder if I could skip just a little bit. Nope.
Aegis 7 is one of the richest finds in CEC history. Some prospecting team set up for life. Now where is she?
Oh, can you? Oh.
There.
Thanks, dude. I would have never thought. I thought we were like stuck in a cutscene. Now, if I had known this, I wouldn't have been questioning whether it was pre-rendered or engine rendered.
And it looks like they already.
Good to know.
Why is it so dark?
See, this is why it's so great to do this as a community, right?
I'll get us into hailing range.
You guys think of the stuff I don't think about on the fly when I'm streaming live.
The approach. I'm not taking any chances with the CEC's pride and joy.
No chances, huh? Is that why you were digging into my personnel files before we left?
You track your file access?
I'm computer analyst. Comes with the job.
I ran standard CEC background checks, Miss Daniels. If you want to work in the big...
All right, we'll do fast panning. Still seeing 25. Most people can live with that.
USG Ishimura. This is the emergency maintenance team of the USG.
Wonder what this looks like with the film grain off.
Come in, Ishimura.
Makes it look like a bad upscale DVD.
Ishimura, do you copy? Come in. This is the USG Kelly.
You ever hear of a communications blackout on one of these things?
Never.
Come on.
Never.
Someone pick up the damn phone.
This is good news. Good news. Now we have to do is figure out who's going to be dumping the shader caches and when. I wonder how big the shaders are right now. Let's take a look.
Decoder. Daniels and I can handle it in 48 hours, max.
Hey, that gives you plenty of time to catch up with Nicole.
Yeah, I hope so.
Courtesy of using SSHFS, I have access to this in real time. Shader caches today.
Automated docking.
Let's see what we got.
Let's go.
107 megabytes of shaders so far, if I'm looking at the right thing. Anybody happen to be able to go look up the Steam ID for this? Put it in the chat.
Shit, we're coming in too hot.
European 30. Dude, that owns so much. Are you by any chance an old Amiga guy? Commodore 64 Amiga guy?
Got it.
Mastoid, that's what we're doing right now. I don't know how far behind you guys are. I think it's 15 to 20 seconds.
Everyone okay?
I'm good.
I'll live. Hey, Johnston. Alright?
It's my ankle.
Mastoid, go back to the beginning of this video and see what that looked like the first time around.
Shit. But better than
Fugly.
a broken neck. Or worse. Good call on the stabilizer, Isaac.
Gotta always read the
Thank
manual.
you, thank
What
you.
the fuck's going on with flight control? That guidance system's a death trap.
Better add it to your repair list. Jen, what's our damage?
Comms are down. We lost a port booster. Got a fire in one of the stabilizers and... Singularity core's a mess. Could be worse, but not by much.
Then let's get some help. Johnston, stay with the Kelly. We'll send a medic.
All right.
Everyone else?
Come on, enough of this. Let's go. Doctor? Definitely an audio blip there. I wonder if something happened right then. Yeah, I'll get there, Chris. Hang on. I need to go over some old areas here.
Crap.
I kind of want to get back similar to where we were. And then I'll monkey with some stuff. Yeah, notice we didn't have any load problems or anything. Everything is nice and silky.
Be proud, Jen.
Yeah, this is good. I mean, it's 30, but I mean, we got a nice big open rendered area here.
I wouldn't mind something to steady my nerves, especially on CECs.
I'm gonna have that film grain turned off soon.
See anyone in flight control?
No, nobody.
You're welcome, Pac. Thanks for tuning in. I wish we didn't have to go through this intro part. But yeah, I think we're definitely in
At
there.
least we didn't take out the sign.
Puts the lotion in the basket. Okay, come on. Move. Ugh. So impatient. People are watching. We want to move forward here. Locked. Yeah, this is good. It's shader caches. That's awesome. We can live with shader caches.
Rig synced.
Okay, so, all right. Hello, Switzerland. Hey, Firegate, you made it. Now you're late. Been at this almost an hour now. You'll have to go back and see what it looked like before the shaders built.
Same for the chief engineer.
Nightmare.
Their comms.
169390. Hang on a second. Let me take a look at that. 169. Yep, that's it. So right now, currently, having played what we've played, shader caches are at 107 megabytes. So, yes. All right, let's go. All right, so next up, let's see. So Chris wants me to lock it down to 30. Let's do that first. Nope, that's fine. Okay, lockdown to 30.
Someone left in a hurry.
Where's the security detail?
Looks like we're having pretty much no trouble holding up at 30.
There's nothing logged. No duty roster. No power to...
Man, it's so much smoother than the first time we did this. Oh my god. We need somebody that has all the free time in the world to play all the way through this game and dump their shader cache on Mega or something, or on Google Drive. Let us get it and make this game completely awesome, or we wait for Valve to do it. Remember the load time on that last time? Totally different game than the first time we went through this area. Totally different game. So good. Excellent.
What have you got, Isaac?
Shit. It's not
Let's
just
see.
comms
I
with
got
the
mine
guidance
to
system.
go from 30 to
Got the
41-ish
issue merged
FPS, smooth like you.
Engines, hull,
However, you crash when
tuners.
you open the map. Oh, really? Can I not open them? Is that the map? Oh, no! Let's just hang on a second. So, while we're waiting, let's see if it actually crashes or if it looks like it crashed. So, Forspoken, oddly enough, I know I keep bringing these up, but there's some parallels here. Forspoken, anytime you go into like the map or magic or any of that stuff, nope, it's actually going to take a dump. Okay, well, there's your problem. Now, the question is, if we go back in, will the map crash it a second time? Press select, let's see. Yeah, Firegate, you're watching the second pass. Can you just idle on a level and let the shaders load? No, Chad, you actually have to go into an area, and as you enter the area, it builds it as it goes, unfortunately. Again, this is fixable, right? Any way to make this run at 60 frames? Not yet. We can definitely play with the settings and see what we can do. I've got another 45 minutes before I've got to go back to work, but let's go ahead and load where my save spot was. That's our auto save. Where were we? Here. Even when you tried it on Proton too, Jose? Okay. That's not good news. I don't know how much a map is necessary for this game. I'm assuming it is. Well, yeah. I mean, did you try experimental Proton? That seems to be something comfortable for EA stuff. Boy, this looks a lot nicer the second time through, doesn't it? Yes, indeedioso. There's our guy that we slaughtered earlier. Look at him dragging his body with me. There's little rain effects going on. Alright, let me unlock the 30. Chris, hopefully you saw what you needed to see. Let's turn off frame limits altogether. So, there are times, I don't remember who asked earlier, sorry, who were asking about 60 FPS. There are times that you can get close, it looks like, once you're cached. But, yeah, I don't, at least not with the default settings, that's not what you're going to see. Okay, I'm ready to start playing now. I think we've established what we need to know. Who wants to fire the first salvo? Let's see. Let's start with... Alright, so let's take ourselves off of recommended mode and go to low, right? Technically speaking, this should be literally the worst it could possibly be. And, ew, well, that's fun. There we go. Does that look like low? Yeah, definitely. It took a hit, yeah. All right, on low, we're seeing in the 50s. It looks like it's holding out there okay. All right, let's go back and take a peek here. See what low actually did. Okay, so lighting is still medium, shadow. That's it. That's all we got. Okay, so that's what low did for us. Turn off film grain. Yeah, God bless you. I didn't want to get anybody hollering at me about turning off film grain, but I got to see what we got going on here. Oh my God, we should have done that from the beginning. Ah, my eyes, the goggles do nothing. Okay. I prefer this over the film grain. Goodbye, film grain. All right, so let's see. What else can we monkey with here? Let's see. So we could try messing with FSR2. All right, so does anybody want to see anything above low? Anybody? Okay, so wait a minute. Dan says he would prefer low with no FSR versus medium with FSR. We can definitely try that. I'd like to see what quality FSR looks like. See, tweak for performance during combat, not an empty room. No, that's fair. If I could spawn somebody, to come in here and kick my ass, I'd do that. Let's do this. Let's go to medium. All right, let's see. Let's go back to auto. I would like to see what quality looks like for FSR. Take a peek at what that, if we get any sort of appreciable increase here. Wow, we took a frame rate hit there for a minute at least. It doesn't look bad. Now listen, you guys are watching this at 1080. Imagine this on a 7-inch screen, and it probably looks great. We probably don't need the higher quality, but let's take the opposite approach and do performance. Let's see what we got. Okay, it's going to settle in here. Oh, there's your 60 for a second. Okay, so performance definitely is giving us a nice little bump up in FPS. Look at that. I'm not unhappy with the visual fidelity either, especially on a 7-inch screen. Well, look at that. I mean, we may have to go a little bit further here in order to get some realistic look here, but I'm not unhappy with that. Okay, we went back to the 40s, 50s. Run around a little bit more. Okay, yeah, I can see the fidelity hit now. Like if you looked at where it says unlock there, or whatever that's supposed to say, you can definitely see a hit. Let's go back to balanced. See if that tidies that up at all. No, well, a little bit. Once again, we'll go to quality. Look away, look back. Not seeing a huge difference there. There is Blackhawk. There is no lockups. It just looks like a lockup. Just sit there and wait. Even the intro screen apparently has to build shaders. So when the Electronic Arts lockup screen isn't true, you just have to sit there and wait for a while. If you can roll this video back, look at the beginning, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Does it have a sharpness slider? Let's take a look. First of all, let me do this. We've been monkeying around, so let me reset everything to standard where we were. That's not where we were before, was it? Doesn't look right. What happened to the basic? Where's the basic quality setting at? Oh, there it is. Oh, it is on auto. Okay. All right, so now we're back to where we were originally. Back with the film grain, too. Ugh. All right, I'm turning that back off. If anybody has a big problem with that, let me know, and I'll leave it on, but film grain's making me mental. Okay. So this is back where we were. It's got to settle back in now that we've changed everything back. Okay, it looks like it popped into its settling mode. So you're still talking about 40 with all the default settings. Oh, back to the sharpness setter. Let's take a look. Settings. Let's see. Brightness. There's motion blur. I see nothing of a sharpness setting. The in-game freezes and stuttering Blackhawk are shader caches. We figured it out. Disable motion blur does take some GPU. All right, let's try that. That's what we're here for, to monkey with these settings and see what we got. No, not film grain. Okay. All right, let's everything settle in. Run them around a little bit. Do you guys think we got an appreciable upgrade off of disabling the blur? I'm not positive we did. Have to go back and review the video. Set it back to where it was. Let's see. Blackhawk is the shaders building. Dynamic res with FSR off, please. Okay. Stand by. Did that just shut off? Oh, there. Did that shut it off? Am I just being slow today? That's weird. What happened to that? You want me to leave it at 100%? Alright, I'm going to leave it right here because I don't see the ability to change FSR back on. It says FSR is on though. What am I missing here? Am I being dense? I wish there wasn't such a lag between what we're doing and what you guys see. The FSR replaces anti-aliasing. Okay, change TAA to FSR. Okay. There we go. I see. Okay, thank you. I'm a little Luddite here. Okay, so I'm going to leave that at TA. Is that what you want to see? Who asked that? Dan? Dynamic res with FSR off. Which I think is what we got here. Let me jumble around a little bit. Yeah, I had to settle. It looks like it's settled down now. Uh, 44, 47. What do you think? I mean, Dan, what do you think quality-wise? Do you find this better? Get off. Come on. That's what you get for f***ing with me. Okay. I think this is a new area. See, here's a new save station. So, there we go. There's our shader cache hit. New area, boys. Time to turn it back into Swiss cheese. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and save here, too. Might as well have a couple of different save points to monkey with, right? Alright. Reset to default. Let's see. Yeah, 100% I guess. That FSR in your performance panel is the deck FSR. Oh, yeah, you're right. Turn the deck FSR off that has the 5% overhead. Okay. Stand by. Got a preference? We'll just go to linear, I guess. Okay. Now, this is all new areas. This isn't fair, right? We need to go back to our old areas. I don't want to be jumping around new areas and not getting an accurate spread on the changes. Let's go kind of back to where we were. There we go. What are you thinking, Dan? You liking this? Looks pretty good. That's medium. Let me go back and take a peek. We've done so many changes now. I don't know where the hell we were. That looks like all the main settings right there, Dan. I keep forgetting we have 15 seconds. Okay, I'm going to go back in now. Got to reset itself here. There we go. I mean, you could lock this down to 30. Be good. All right, I'm going to reset everything for the next test. Bloop. Okay, who else has anything they want to see? My time is starting to run out. It's I got another 30 minutes here. Well, Firegate, I think we have a couple of different problems regarding the shaders. I think that there's a lot of them, and I think that the drive access maybe is not optimized for that. Because remember, if there's a scratch drive, it's using the same drive. You know, it's funny. It might actually play better off of SD because your shaders would be scratching and building on the internal storage, while the game itself would be running off the SD. You wouldn't necessarily have competing access to the drive. That's something we could try later. Okay, so we're back to standard settings here. I'm not sure what else we can do unless somebody else wants to see me play with some settings. Oh, we got to go back to the map. I'm sorry, I forgot about that. Dead. Yeah, it looks like the map definitely is the killing stroke. Matt, that's a bummer. I'm hoping that that's a day one patch that comes later. That's a real downer that the map kills it. All right, I'm really curious now to check our shader cache while this is reloading. See where our shaders are now. I mean, we didn't really do much, so I wouldn't expect them to grow, if at all. 111 megabytes, so not much. 111 megabytes for what you've seen so far. Wish I had some sort of text overlay I could pop up here. I'm curious now, though, if you go... Did you try going to the map from the other direction? I know this sounds crazy, but my limited exposure to developing software leads me to believe that sometimes it can make a difference by which way you go. Let's try that out. So before I was going to the map by clicking right. I'm going to go the other way. So I guess if you don't need the map, you can get around not hitting the map, but the first time you do. Nope. So yeah, something graphical in nature. Did you? Good job, Jose. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a couple more things real quick, just for fun, because I know Jose says he's done it, but just for giggles, I would like to monkey a little bit. So first thing we're gonna do is try Proton Hotfix, because this came out the very minute I was trying Forspoken. So we're gonna try Hotfix, Experimental, and the last GE Proton that I've got. And I know Jose says he's done that. I'll go look. I'll go look, Dan. There could be. Let's see. I'm not seeing anything pop out at me. Just the regular prefix stuff. Version, lock, config info, track files, inside of PFX, standard stuff, registry entries. So I'm not seeing anything. All right, so let's see if that map will blow us up again. I don't know if you tried Hotfix or not. You probably did. No go on the Hotfix. That's too bad. No logs either. All right, I'm going to just go ahead and kill this because we know it's not coming back. That's okay. I realize this. Okay, let me go. So, did you try this? Yeah, we tried it. That's the latest version of Proton or GE I've got, huh? Well, Proton next. I don't know if, well, next and Hotfix are probably close, right? Let's try GE. It's not new enough, but it's what we got. I'll have to, hey, Dan, if you want to reach out to me offline, I can give you screenshots of what's in the prefix folder. Maybe you know something that I don't. I mean, I'm not, that's interesting. Oh, it's got to rebuild the shaders because of the proton change. Ugh. Yeah, maybe we won't do this. I think what most people are tuning in, Chris is like, we need to advance more in the game and get some action. Yeah, we do, but I mean, I think what most people are tuning in here is to see overall performance and what the settings do and things like that. I mean, certainly I can do a follow-up, and we can look at more what it's like when you're actually in the heat of the battle, that sort of thing. Man, oh man, that is a killer bug. Should fire it up on the PC and see if it craps out the map there too. I would assume somebody would have reported that though. Let's see. Oh, YouTube's telling me I need to send you guys an ad now. You guys want to see an ad? All right, let me turn off compatibility. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I've got 28 minutes left. We are done messing with performance stuff. If you just caught the tail end of this, please go back. We have monkeyed with a ton of settings, largely recommended by the viewers in the chat. Go back and you'll be able to see those. Maybe I'll get around to indexing chapter breaks where you guys can see where the different performance modules go. So I think at this point in time, I'm going to leave it at all default, and I am going to just play for a little while. Those of you who are interested in seeing more playtime, we'll do that next. And for those of you who are just trying to see, hey, how does it run? Does it run? The answer, of course, is yes. Shader caches are definitely a problem. And yeah, we're going to have to go from there. Okay, so now it's just playtime. So no performance indicators, just playtime. I'll leave 2 on because it doesn't bug me. All right, so let's see. What was I supposed to be doing? I have no clue. Replace the damaged tram. Can I turn the film grain off? Is everyone okay with that? Otherwise, we're using default settings right now. Other than the film grain, I just want that off. Keeping my waypoints. It's very dark. Sure. Yeah, you didn't get me that time, pal. Anything over here? Goodies? Anything? No. Can't wait to be actually using the Dex controls. Give the man a hand! I'm getting Prince of Persia vibes here. Does that stasis stuff work on enemies too? Let's see, what was that? Other than the map bug seems pretty stable. Yeah, I'll be honest. Yeah, that's the other thing too. I saw no EA launcher. That's, you know, listen, that might be worth... That's worth supporting EA just for them getting rid of that nonsense. Maybe they realized it sucks. Okay. Am I going the right way? Tell me, Mom. Nope. Ah. New load time. Time for a new area. Okay, come on. If you're going to jump out, let's do it. That's funny. The door stayed locked just so that I could experience that. I love video games.
Isaac, don't bother shooting those fuckers in the head. Doesn't even slow them down.
Okay. The only way is hacking them apart.
Where's that?
Those
Oh, there it is.
arms, their legs.
Does that even kill them? Or do they just stop moving?
Hey, as long as they're not moving, it's all the same to me. That's cool. So basically, it's the whole area. You figure it out. Ooh, what's this? Audio log.
Message retrieved.
Vents into engineering. You got a stasis module handy? We need one in tram maintenance stat. The autoloader's fried. I got a damaged tram car on the tracks, and if the whole system's gridlocked, guess who they're calling? Temple here, sending a stasis module now. What happened to the autoloader? No idea. A lot of shit's been breaking down. I keep hearing things.
Prepare systems
Down the gears
online.
where no one can be.
Loading system
No?
reinitialized.
I know.
Warning. Autoloader malfunction.
Oh,
Please
good.
contact a repair technician.
Uh-oh. Loading. Shaders caching. Locked. Ooh, the claw. You're afraid of the claw.
Error. Right loader claw disengaged.
That's what I get for not having reloaded. Okay, let me get where I can line these guys up. Nope. No can do. I don't like this controller. Oh no! I don't like the Stadia controller, I just decided. Wow. Way back.
Isaac, don't bother shooting those fuckers in the head. Doesn't even slow them down.
Okay. The only way is hacking them apart. Those arms, their legs.
Does that even kill them? Or do they just stop moving? Vents into engineering. You got a stasis module handy? We need one in tram maintenance stat. The autoloader's fried. I got a damaged tram car on the tracks, and if the whole system's gridlocked, guess who they're calling? Temple here, sending a stasis module now. What happened to the autoloader? No idea.
Autoloader malfunction.
A lot of shit's been
Please
breaking
contact
down.
a repair
I had to do
technician.
some sort of charging thing, didn't I?
Down in the gears where no one could be. You know? I know.
I don't know if I actually have to do that or not, but...
Right loader claw disengaged.
Oh, there's a guy behind me. Of course. What is this? Call of Duty Zombies? Damn it! I hate this controller! Okay. Get off. There's a couple more of you guys kicking around here too, weren't there? Oh, there he is. Okay, listen. Obviously, I need to play this with a better controller. So let's see here. Let me wrap up the chat. See if anybody had anything else before we kick out of here. Let's see. Mostly above 30 in combat. Yep, that's true. Game looks too contrast wide, too dark. Yeah. Let's see. Bet money the map bug will be a hot fix from Valve within a week. Sure. Okay. Well, listen. Thanks everybody so much for tuning in. This has been awesome. You guys have been great. Please, follow the channel, get that notification bell, like, subscribe. You guys know what to do. Appreciate everybody's support. This whole time I've been growing my YouTube channel with Steam Deck content. I am Dark Uni on Reddit. If you want to reach out to me that way, I also have a Discord. If you go to deckdrivemanager.com, you'll find a Discord link within that product that I wrote for the Steam Deck. And I look forward to the next time we get to do a live video. Maybe we'll do that Hogwarts game next. Who knows? Don't know. All right, I'm Shane R. Monroe. Thanks always so much for watching. Thanks everybody for tuning in. You're appreciated. Thank you. Talk to you later. Peace and love. Peace and love.